Attention real estate agents. Are you always looking for ways to be more efficient in your business? Are you feeling like technology is just passing you by at warp speeds? If that's the case, it's all good. I got you covered. Let's roll. I am very excited to be able to share this platform with you. This is a website and a company that I found just a few years ago, and it's called JotForm. So what I want you to do is just go ahead and up in your URL, I'm already here, but just go ahead and type in jotform.com. And for a lot of the platforms and a lot of these teachings that I'll be doing on this channel, I prefer that you sign up and sign in with Google, because it's one less thing that you have to remember. In a world with all these different websites and all these different passwords, it gets a little bit crazy. So having said that, let's go ahead and I'm gonna log in. And so what I'm talking about here is you can log in with Google, Microsoft, Facebook, all these other ones. I just keep it simple. I use Google for everything that I can. Again, just keeps my life easier and one less password I have to remember. In a nutshell, here's what this company is. I'm gonna go over here to support up in the top, and I'm gonna click on FAQ, and I'm just gonna read very quickly, what is JotForm? JotForm is a powerful online application that allows anyone to quickly create custom online forms. Okay, so this platform could be used for many different businesses. We're focused on real estate on this channel, and we're helping to level up your tech, so let's do that. It's an intuitive drag and drop interface which makes form building incredibly simple and doesn't require you to write a single line of code. That is super important, because if you're watching this channel, you might not even know what writing a line of code even means. And that's okay, you don't need to. I'm gonna show you, this is for everyone. This is very, very simple. So I'm gonna click back here on the top left. So whenever you wanna get to the home page essentially of JotForm, just go ahead and in the top left-hand corner, you can just click on their logo. It doesn't say that, but that's just what it does. It just sends you right back to the home page. Up in the top left-hand corner, you're gonna click on Create Form. And so here's where you're gonna be able to see when Create Form comes up. I'm gonna go ahead and just zoom in a little bit on that and get you a nice clear picture of that. So Create Form, here's your choices. You can start from scratch, you can use a template, import form, or create a signable document. For today's purpose, I'm just gonna show you a start from scratch. So I'm gonna go back here and click on Start from Scratch. Now, again, with anything that I'm teaching you on this channel, I highly encourage you, just click on everything. Like when in doubt, just click on stuff. You'll figure out what it does. This is how I have taught myself time and time again, year after year, is just simply clicking on lots of different buttons and seeing what they do, okay? You cannot break things online, okay? You can fix it. So I'm gonna go ahead and for today, click on Classic Form. So I've already got my company logo already imported in here, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and over on the left-hand side, it says Add Form Element. So this little plus over here on the left-hand side, Add Form Element, I'm gonna click on that. And over here on the left-hand side, you can see all the different choices that you can do and import into this form. So before I add a few of these, I just wanna give you an idea. Like you can create lots of different things for your real estate business. In future videos, I will show you specifically shortcuts that I will provide for you, so you don't have to like do all this yourself and create it from scratch. But just again, for today, I want to give you something to use, to go play around with on your own time, and to be able to, you know, create something to help your business be a little bit more efficient. When I first found this website, I was just scrolling down, I was looking at all these different things that you could do here, and I was using them like a memory jogger, like, gosh, how could I use this company? How could this be cool for my real estate business? So something that first came to mind was doing a buyer questionnaire. So, you know, you have a new buyer, and now I'm implementing this buyer questionnaire every single time my client is gonna be looking for a new home. So the first thing that they do is I have them fill out the buyer questionnaire. So if we were creating a version of the buyer questionnaire, obviously something we would want to know is, what is their name? So it's very simple. Where it says full name over here on the left-hand side, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it, and it puts it right here into our new form, okay? So that means this form is gonna ask the client, what is your name? What are some other things that we might wanna know? what's their email address. We're going to go ahead and click on that. We might want to know what their current address is. Okay, we could click on that if we wanted to. We might want to ask what's their phone number. I think that's probably a good one to have. And again, you probably already have that, but again, just for the sake of showing you how this works, I'm going to go ahead and add some of these fields in. Let's see, any of these other ones we want to add, I think we're good for now. You got your name, you got their email, you got their phone number. And so let's just say you're like, well, I want to add the phone number before the email. So you can literally just click here and we can drag and drop it. Really cool, very intuitive company, very intuitive form builder. So now we've got name, we've got form. And so instead of form, I mean, we're not going to send this and be like, here, fill out my form, you know? So we can just click right here where it says form, and we can just type buyer questionnaire, right? And then you could, type something. You could type something fun and cool down here as well. Okay, you get kind of the idea. So name here, phone number, and if you wanted that to say cell number or just type something different, you could do that too. You could also, I'm going to zoom in on this, down below where the examples are, you could put, your name at buddybuck.com or whatever you want to do there. So again, you could leave the defaults to just keep it very simple, or you can kind of customize any of this form as you want to. So let's just say that we are looking good on that. Over here on the right-hand side, form designer. Okay, there's a little paintbrush over here. We're gonna go ahead and click on that, and you can change the colors. You can do all kind of different things with this form. Again, this is a basic intro video to JotForm, so I want to keep things very simple, very clean. But again, you could click on styles, you could click on themes, you could just, create one that's already kind of created for you. Like if you like the brick wall or the colorful one, it gives you kind of a colorful platform to start with. But again, keeping it simple, we're just going to leave all of this alone for today, and we're going to close that back out. So let's just say that we wanted to change this logo. So we just click up here where the logo is. I'm going to hit remove, because when you're doing this, it's going to start without a logo on it. So I want to show you what yours would look like. And guess what it says at the top? Add your logo. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and when you click on this, you could add your logo. And it's very simple. Over here on the right hand side, you could just upload it from file. So if you clicked upload from file and you clicked over, wherever your files are stored on your computer. On mine, I have them all shortcutted. I'm on a Mac, just for those that want to know. I use Mac and Apple for everything, just to keep the ecosystem tight. I've got all my logos in one simple place. So I can click on real estate for my real estate logos, or Team Ren for our team logos. And then I can just go ahead and select one of those, and it pops it right up at the top of the form. Pretty cool. It does allow, GIFs, which is an animated logo. Again, not necessary, but just put your logo at the top. So let's just say we're done. Okay, we want to create our form. We're done with all that. We're going to go ahead and hit publish. So up here on the top, going to click on publish. And really, publish is the same thing as hitting save. Okay, so when you're used to hitting save on maybe an Excel document or Word, publish, when you're using JotForm, is essentially the same thing. So now it's given us this link. So we can share this link, we can copy this link, we can open it in a new tab. I don't really share it with these down here. I don't use any of those, not necessary. The most important thing is right here. We want this link, okay? It's HTTP blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter about all that. We're just gonna hit copy the link. Now, if we went over here to a new tab up at the top, I'm using a Google Chrome browser. And if I just went in and pasted this link that we just created and hit return, boom. Now we've got a buyer questionnaire. We can take this link. You can now text this link to a friend, a client, whatever the case may be, with this brand new little custom form we just created. Now, what's really cool, let's just say I go in there and I create, I'm gonna fill the form out. Let's just say you created this, you sent it over to me. Okay, there's my name, Buddy Buck, there's my phone number, there's my Gmail address. Now I'm gonna hit submit. I filled out your buyer questionnaire, and it's gonna say, thank you, your submission has been received. And in future videos, I'll show you how to edit the thank you page and do some more customization to really dial in your brand. If you're a rainmaker, a team leader, or if you just like a highly productive independent realtor, then we can really dial this down for you in future videos. I'll go ahead and link all that once we get those done. So I have submitted the buyer questionnaire to you, okay, the form you just created. Now, here's where it gets really cool, is we're capturing this information, right? In a world that's all about data capture and data collection and, click funnels and all these different things. We're, trying to get people's information, or they're trying to get ours, right? With all these sponsored ads and all the cookies and all the things that are going on in the technology world today. But here's what's cool for you. You're working with your clients, right? Your clients, they're going to fill these questionnaires out, and I'll show you again a very detailed buyer questionnaire in a future video. But I want to show you, if we go back and click on JotForm over here at the top left-hand corner, it's going to take us where? Back to our home page, right? So we're back at our home page, and now you can see this is the one I created for this Tech Tips channel. It's called YouTube channel. You can create different folders to be able to organize your business appropriately. So BB, that's my real estate business. Ren, that's our real estate team. So I've got a bunch of different forms for our team. And then DBTR is my wife's softball business. So again, keep everything organized, keep it all clean. But for the sake of right now, here's our buyer questionnaire. And oh my gosh, look what we got. We have a submission. So whenever and you can turn your notifications up on your phone. So if you have an iPhone or an Android, there is a JotForm app that coincides with this website that we're building out. And so you'll get notified when someone fills out the buyer questionnaire, ping, you're gonna get notified on your phone. And it's gonna tell you, hey, you've got a new submission. So you're like, cool, I guess somebody went out and filled that thing out. So you can click on one submission and we can go see who did it, right? Ooh, I can't wait. Who is it? All right, oh, look at this. It is Buddy Buck. He filled it out. So again, you just saw me fill this out, and now I've got alerted as the end user, right? You, the real estate agent, you got alerted that one of your clients filled out the buyer questionnaire, and maybe your questionnaire has like, time frame, when are you trying to move? There's a lot of different questions, and maybe you have something like this already set up with your current flow with your team. Maybe, you're doing it old school, paper and pen. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to bring you into the future, into current technology world, right? As real estate agents, we're always trying to stay focused on the task at hand. And really, with everything on this channel, the number one goal that I'll keep coming back to over and over and over is spend a little bit more time up front building systems and being efficient with your time, so in the long run, your clients have a better experience and you'll have a way better experience, and you'll be able to focus on the things that matter most, which is face-to-face time with your clients, talking to them on the phone, out there meeting new people, like not being stuck, buried at your computer. Like that is not the goal of technology, is to be buried on your computer all the time. But if we can spend a little time, watch some of these YouTube videos that I'm going to be putting out, and you could put this together with our help, we can do it together. And so now, back to this. We've got our first submission. It's really cool. And so now, every single time you have someone complete this submission, they're going to be listed on here. Boom, 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 boom. So it's going to keep track of every client and every person that's ever submitted your buyer questionnaire from now until the end of time. Okay, you can actually click on these and select certain clients. You can click on these three little dots over here. We call that the hamburger because it's like 1, 2, 3. A lot of times there's 3 lines. In this case, there's 3 dots. But we could download this into a PDF, right? So we could download this. We can export it to a CSV file, which is an Excel file. You could pull reports off of this. You can do everything you would possibly want to on the back end of this company. It's amazing. So JotForm for the win. We love it. So now I'm going to click back on JotForm. We're going to go back to our YouTube channel folder. So we've got our buyer questionnaire. And now I'm going to show you one last thing, and I'm going to show you one that I've already created, and it's called What's My Home Worth? So imagine you want to farm your neighborhood, okay? And if you're a new agent, you might not know what farming is yet, but if you're an older agent, been around a while, you're like, dude, I know what it is, okay? And so what's my home worth? So I click on this edit form. And again, this is one I created just for today to be able to show you how this works. And so you might take this link, because remember, if we just hit publish up here at the top, okay, which is like hitting save, we're gonna get this link right here. So we click on this link. Now I could maybe text this to my neighbors, or I could, however you want to get it out to the neighborhood. Maybe you have a CRM, a database, an email list, however you want to get it out to people. This is the link that you could get it out to people. You could actually connect it to a QR code if you wanted to, and get real fancy and have people take a picture with their camera and link it right back to this form, okay? So again, we've got our link, we could copy it, do all those things. But now if I go into open a new tab, this is what the end user is gonna see in this case. This is an actual one that I used. I live here in Duval, Washington, which is about an hour east of Seattle. And so it says, hey neighbors, it's Buddy Buck. Fill out the quick form below. Once I have this info, I'll get you set up to receive an email every 30 days with your current home comparables, pricing, and photos. So it's, again, I'm not teaching you, how to do these certain things as an agent. I'm more showing you the technology that can tie in to what you're already doing to make your life more efficient. So if we went ahead and, filled this out as well, we got my address in here. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and hit submit. Okay, so now once I've hit submit, so again, once my neighbor hits submit, they're gonna get this custom thank you page. It says, great job. Your personalized home evaluation is in process, right? And so now I can go back to my JotForm, okay, top left-hand corner, click on JotForm, and now what's gonna happen? I'm gonna look and it's gonna say, look, new submission. It's gonna have the little badge up here, the number 1. By the way, the little numbers in the corner of all the apps, those are called badges, okay? If you didn't know what the term was, you might have a phone that's lit up with all these numbers, email 12,000, all these different things. Those are called badges. So we can go ahead and click on 2 submissions and see who these are. Okay, now 2 of the neighbors have filled out your form. Okay, so we've got Buddy Buck, who just filled it out right here, and we've got John Ballgame. Okay, John Ballgame, that was me as well. We went ahead and filled that out earlier. So now we've got, the address, we've got 2 addresses, we got emails. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we've got some clients in our neighborhood or prospective clients that we can, email to, maybe send a market update. We can do a lot of different things with this information. This is what I do. These are the forms that I use. You can see all the different amounts of submissions. So for my personal real estate business, and again, we'll link these for future videos, home inspection report requests. So again, if you did a pre-home inspection for your client, if you're listing their home, you can have a link where the agent says, hey, we're interested. Can I get a copy of the home inspection? Well, instead of running around all your computer and iPad and all these different things, take a breath, have the agent, the buyer's agent, go fill out your form, and now they're gonna get an autoresponder, and you've got that digital home inspection link to it. Maybe it's a PDF, it's an autoresponder, but you're just chilling, you're just like, cool, you set it up front, and now every agent that requests the home inspection, they're gonna be the ones to go do the work. They're gonna fill it out, and it's gonna come right back to them. So we've got buyer questionnaire, seller questionnaire, open house sign-in, probably one of my personal favorites, so stay tuned for that one. Digital open house sign-ins. This is fantastic to be able to capture this information, and it's not going to be scribbled down on a notepad and 10 different places from 10 different open houses. Every open house you ever do can be tracked and looked at right here in the back end of JotForm. You can select it by address. You can export it to clients to show them how many people came, and it's this nice, beautiful presentation for your clients, and it's going to make you look super techie. And maybe you don't have the first clue about tech, but you started watching these videos, and you can just hit pause. You can, practice. You can, message me. We can communicate, and we can help you become digitally relevant in today's world. So A couple other ones in here. We won't touch on all these, but the open house one, I got to be honest, is probably one of my favorites. So I'll just show you that, and then we'll go ahead and put a bow on this. So I have a shortcut for mine. We'll talk about domain forwarding as well. So if I just go to a new browser and I type in expopenhouse.com, it's going to go to my digital open house sign in. So when that loads up, so this is a listing that I currently have. And so it's, again, custom branded. I go super next level, and these will be also in future videos as well. But like talking about using Canva and taking the primary photo, tying in the colors to the photo. I mean, this one is super extra next level. But again, I just want you to get the idea of it. It's like, look, they check in, the name, phone number, address. Do you have an agent? You know, you can create these drop downs. Yes, I have an agent. No. Hey, I'm just a nosy neighbor. Cool. They can check nosy neighbor. That's fine too. Now, last thing, you might be wondering about pricing. Like, is JotForm expensive? Can I afford it? So you can create up to 5 forms for free. Okay, so 5 forms is with the free account. I'm currently a bronze, so I pay about 20 bucks a month. I do pay ahead for the year. So again, the prices change here and there, but this is kind of, I think it's about 40 bucks, 39 bucks a month if you were just to pay for bronze. All right, well, that's a wrap for JotForm. Hopefully you got the baseline and the understanding of where we're gonna be going with this, and kind of got the wheels turning a little bit about, oh my gosh, here's how I could use this in my business and keep things moving forward. Again, the goal of the channel, help level up your tech game. Go ahead and drop a comment. Love to hear your feedback. If there's other forums or other videos that you would love to see on this channel, I'd be more than happy to communicate those and get those out to you as well. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Real Estate Tech Tips. This is your boy, Buddy Buck. Peace.